How do you navigate things in your business when you're facing really personal challenges? And this, it doesn't matter whether you're a CEO or MD, whether you have shareholders and a board to answer to, or whether you're a boutique business or even a solo entrepreneur. You know that I'm all about doing business consciously and mindfully, and that means getting you and your life and your personal values and your personal stuff aligned with your work and your business. It just isn't possible to separate them. You are your work and you are your business. So when you're thrown curveballs and particularly personal challenges, how do you manage that in your business? I've faced this just recently, and actually I'm still facing it in my own life and my own business. I made the very conscious decision when I started working for myself, when I stopped running businesses for other people, multi-million-pound businesses with multiple employees and multiple sites, and started working for myself. I made the conscious decision to remain a boutique business. And actually, to a large extent, I'm a solo entrepreneur in terms of legalities and registration. But I have an incredible network of people. And there is no time that has been more clear than just recently when I've faced some pretty huge personal challenges. Within the space of a week, I lost two people incredibly important to me, incredibly dear to me, personally, and one actually personally and in my business. My very first mentor and really dear friend, an incredible spiritual leader, if you like, and a real beacon in business for doing business differently, that I've known has been in my life for 20 odd years, passed away really quite suddenly and shockingly at his home in Spain at just 63 years old. And it shook me quite incredibly, as you can quite imagine. And then within the space of a week, my the person that I refer to as my virtual dad, the man that's been a kind of second dad to me for 30 plus years, since my own dad passed away when I was just 21, Granville, was diagnosed in his 60s, his late 60s, with early onset dementia, and has been in a rapid decline. But even so, we weren't expecting him to pass. And he did within a week of Stephen, aka the Barefoot Doctor, you may or may not know him, within a week of him passing. And it just completely shook my world and turned me upside down and inside out. And so I had a business to run, I had work to do, I had clients to serve. And so I had to really think about how I was going to navigate things in my business and in my life. And I know myself pretty well now, and I know my business really well. And so I knew that what I needed to do for me to process and to heal was to take a step back. And that didn't mean stopping doing things completely or taking my eye off the business. It just meant that I really needed to step back and take some time out. And I was able to do that. And the reason I was able to do that, and the reason I want to share this with you, is because quite some time ago, I became aware of how important it is to think not about the how, but about the who. And you may have come across this phrase before, you may not. But as particularly as a boutique business, and particularly if you're a solo entrepreneur, a freelancer, this is crucial. It's crucial to understand and to get on board with this. And when I say not the how, the who, that sounds like some kind of movie, doesn't it? Children's movie. What I mean by that is we can quite often get caught up in process and organisation in a business. And, there are even some business coaches and mentors and so-called gurus that will that sell those processes and systems and ways of organising things as a way of sort of convincing you that that's the fix-all and mend-all to everything. But when you face these really personal challenges, all those processes and systems and all that organisation really just doesn't matter. because it still needs you to drive it, right? All of that process and all of those systems still need you to drive them. Your clients still need you to serve them. Your people, if you employ people, still need you to manage them. And so the reason that the who is way more important to me than the how is because, and I'll use my own experience that I've just shared with you as an example, is because when I made the decision to step back from my business, just for a short while, just for a week or so, just to give me the opportunity to process and to take time and to heal, I was able to reach out to people in my network who I work in association with quite a lot of the time, who were able to support me and step in and provide certain functions in my business and keep things ticking over and ensure that the systems stayed in place and stayed running, and that people didn't feel neglected, that my clients didn't feel neglected. I was able to reach out to my clients because I've been very clear about how I do business and who I work with. I am fully aligned with every single one of my clients, and we are like-minded and like-hearted people. And so I was able completely comfortably to reach out to them, knowing that they would fully understand, and reschedule things with them, just rearrange things with them. And they were perfectly happy. In fact, not only happy, but incredibly supportive. And if you are one of those clients and you're watching this, I've thanked you personally already, but really you deserve a huge public thank you. And so I was able to do that. I was able to ask people in my network, people I've collaborated with, some people that I haven't yet, to just step in and help me with things for a while. And I was actually able to give some people an opportunity through doing that. So it was a win-win, that they were able to do something that they hadn't envisaged doing, try something new, and step into working with me in a different way. So that was incredible. And one of those things, at least, has led to a longer term relationship, working relationship. So, you know, out of adversity comes opportunity, right? Quite often. And my clients were incredibly supportive and understanding about me stepping back and rearranging things with them. And so I just thought it was important to share this with you, to get you to really think about stepping away from the how and the what in your business so much, that we hear so much about, and really think about the who. You know that I'm all about doing business mindfully and consciously, and to a huge extent that means considering people and connections, and the right connections, and how we make sure those are in place, and how we make sure that it's reciprocal, and how we make sure we're surrounded by the right kind of people, so that if these personal challenges show up in our business, which they are going to, by the way, because we are all people, and you know that I'm all about getting you and your life and your personal values and desires aligned with your business. And I believe that when we try to keep ourselves separate from our work or our business, that we just create a disconnect, and that can only lead to challenges and problems. And so I really wanted to just come on and share that with you, something very personal, just to illustrate how important it is to think about the who in terms of your work and your business, as well as the how and the what. I hope that's been useful for you. Please do get involved. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. If you think of you know someone that this might resonate with, please do feel free to share it. And you know all the ways to find me. If you don't, I will let you know below, and I look forward to checking in with you again very soon. Bye for now.